Hey guys, it's me, Nina. I did not plan out what I was gonna say. It's been a while since I've uploaded a video. Around a month ago, I uploaded a video with Jeremiah and Sophie. I will put a link down below or a box so you guys can watch that. I recently decided to take this channel more seriously. So I made a goal for myself that within the next 13 weeks, I would reach 1,000 subscribers. I think I'm up to 400 something right now, and hopefully we'll get there. And my plan to do that is by uploading every single week, and I want to do it at a scheduled time, so you can expect a video up by Mondays at 6 p.m. I'll also post it to my blog, and you can subscribe for updates there as well. But without any further ado, I want to get into this video, which is basically about dealing with racist comments. So racism and prejudice, there's so many nuances into what constitutes as racism, what constitutes as prejudice, and I want to start off by sharing a story with you. Oh my gosh, my back hurts so much that me sitting like this for a second, oh my gosh, it hurts so bad. Okay. I digress. I have a story to share of a time where really my dad dealt with a form of racism, but it wasn't overt racism. I feel like nowadays if someone's going to be overtly racist, then everyone can agree it's wrong and it's fine. I think it's really the small ways, it's passive aggressive ways that a lot of minorities have to deal with racism that just really sucks. So we went to Cracker Barrel. If you've never been to Cracker Barrel before, it is awesome. It is so good. I got a steak, like 3 sides, a whole huge meal for $15 or something like that. Anywhere else, a steak would be ridiculously costly. And you can go with your family, and it's pretty inexpensive, and it's a pretty good meal. So my dad, just as a disclaimer, he does not follow the rules of social conventions. He's aware of them. He chooses not to follow them. I love that about him, and I hate that about him. And we went to Cracker Barrel. We were on our way home back from Boston, and the service was not so hot. Cracker Barrel, you were amazing, but we went there. It was Saturday night. It wasn't even that crowded, and it took so long for someone to finally give us our menus and help us out. They were really nice, but you could tell the lady was really tired. So definitely something with management was weird. And we're leaving, and my dad goes to pay, and I go with him because, you know, I work now. I wanted to at least pay for my own meal. That time I did that. Normally I'm such a freeloader, I'm not gonna even lie. But I went with him, and there's this guy in front of us, and he's taking a long time. He's totally flirting with the person ringing him up, and his wife is getting annoyed. You see her kind of like walk away, and Cracker Barrel has when you leave, there's a store, so she kind of walked away and was clearly annoyed. And my dad, not following social rules, goes, because he's annoyed that he's taking so long and we want to leave. And I think the guy got that my dad was annoyed and kind of continued at his pace and ended. And the lady heard him and said, "Oh, just a moment, sir, we'll be done." And she goes to ring up my dad, and this guy who was flirting with the cashier asked my dad, "Oh, where are you from?" To which my dad replies, "Brooklyn." My dad is not from Brooklyn. Then the cashier goes, no. Then the guy goes, it's been a while, guys, and my brain is fried. But then the guy goes, "Oh, no, like what country are you from?" And my dad says, "Oh, I was born here." And if you know my father, he has the thickest Indian accent. He doesn't speak in complete sentences, and he is very clearly not from this country. Very clearly from India, where we're from, or whatever other South Asian country this man guessed we're from. And the cashier goes, "Oh, you must have developed your accent from your parents." And then the guy asked him, "Oh, where were your parents from?" And my dad goes, "Guyana." Another lie. And I'm just dying here, like, why is my father doing this? This poor man was just asking him about where he's from. And I say, "Oh, he's lying." And the guy goes, "Yeah, we know he's lying." and spoke with my dad, and I realized, it took me a while to realize this, but in a way, him asking my dad where he was from was kind of a way of him putting my dad in his place. And I think a lot of minorities have to deal with this, where people who don't have an American accent, who do not sound a certain way, are basically, like, your accents are not viewed the same way as other accents. Even for me, I'm constantly told that I am talking like I'm white. That sucks, that the way that I speak, the way that I was raised, the way that I grew up, and the people around, that I can't even talk the way that I want to without worrying about people thinking I'm copying white people. I had a friend in college, and he commented about how when he went to high school, people thought he was talking white just because he was well educated. And this is a common problem. People favor certain accents over others, and my father and my mother's accents, my younger brother, my younger sister's accent, they are not favored in this culture. And even for me, my brother, my older brother, who have accents that are American or sound American or white or whatever you want to call it, we're viewed as talking like we're white. So in either scenario, you lose or you lose. And this is just one of the many ways that minorities have to deal with these passive aggressive things that other people don't have to deal with. Even for me, I always think, man, I hate the city. I hate being around so many people. I wish I could just move to Atlanta or someplace that was really spacious and whatever. But then always the thought that comes to the back of my head is, I would be the only person who looked like me. And I grew up as the only person who looked like me, and it sucked so much. And I don't want to do that again. So I choose, in living in an urban environment, to be around other minorities and other people because I love it. I love being around other cultures and other people, and I love people not just assuming I'm black because they don't know what Indian is. Or people still ask me, like, okay, like, you're Indian, tell me about your culture, whatever, but it's different. It's different than when people have no frame of reference whatsoever, compared to being in an environment like New York City, where you have people of all different cultures and backgrounds. And I don't want to make this video too long, but I want to explain something that I learned when I became a teacher, or when I was in the process of becoming a teacher, and I was teaching and I was taking grad school classes. It really opened my mind, my eyes, to basically the social injustices regarding race in New York City and really around the world. And something I learned that I thought was so amazing, and I feel like I should share, is the difference between racism and prejudice. So racism is based on a system of power. White people can be racist. Prejudice is basically not based on a system of power. So I can be prejudiced, but I cannot be racist. And this is obviously a very sticky topic, and if you guys like these kind of videos, I can make more talking about it. But if you are a white person and you're watching this video, I want to ask you, are you aware of the ways that you are privileged, or ways of that you may inadvertently make someone of a different culture or race feel lesser than? If so, let us know in the comments down below. Or if you're a minority like me and you've experienced microaggressions in any kind of way and you want to share about them, leave it down in the comments below. I think many people experience microaggressions, and it sucks. And I think a lot of people who say or do things in a very insensitive way don't realize what they're doing. And it's important for them to realize what they're doing. And even for us, because we can say things, or I can say things that are extremely prejudiced without me even realizing it. So that's all for this week. Please tune in next Monday at 6 p.m. and expect a video every week, 6 p.m. Monday, for the next 13 weeks. That's all, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye. Is the lighting good? So in order to get my background to look nice and also be centered, I'm sitting on an ottoman and a sofa. Is that weird? Do you wish you didn't know that? So I'm sure you guys can notice my hair has reached new levels of poof,